and welcome to Tea Life with Tiffany. I am your host, Tiffany Denise. Thank you for joining me and my cadre of amazing friends as we sit and sip tea and talk everything from pop culture to tea culture. Tea life is what your life should be. Calm, cool, and collected, just like a cup of tea. Hi, I'm here with Carol Ward, Executive Director of Moorish Trammell Mansion. So what can you tell us something else that that we may have left out that you like? We want to make sure that people understand this about the mansion. And I also wanted to ask you if you had any challenges with your new position.
Yeah.
Because I think that you seem very ambitious. I think it's awesome. But sometimes ambition is not well received.
Yeah, ambition is a double-edged sword sometimes, and I like that you use that word because I feel that you need to be ambitious for an institution like this.
Yes.
I think being a small institution in a city like New York City, you can sometimes get lost, and that's one of the challenges. Is that if we were in somewhere that didn't have 100 museums in the city, we could be the only game in town, but we're uptown, and we've got the Met and we've got MoMA. So how do we put our stamp on what we do to get people here?
Right.
And that's a challenge. Is that we're up in Washington Heights, and it's so easy to get to off the C train, but sometimes people don't think it's easy to get to.
Right.
And also, they think of a historic house sometimes as stuffy.
Right.
And why should I come here when it's just these period rooms, and what does it matter in my life? And I think that feeds back into the programs. That how do we connect the history to someone's life in 2013? Another challenge in any cultural institution is budget. How do I do these programs and afford to have really great vendors come in and say, we're going to do these programs, but I've got a very small budget, and it's great to have vendors that are willing to work and understand that it's great for the community and great for the institution.
I'm here with my friend Mario Nicholas with Mario's Travels. Having high tea in Dubai, what was one thing that really stood out to you about the tea, about the service itself?
That it's just a huge part of their culture, and to be able to be there and have such a unique experience, and to appreciate the view. Being at level 122, I think that's just kind of the wow thing for me, to be able to look and see. You feel like you're on top of the world, but not really.
Yeah.
You're with the people, you're in the world, you're of the world, but you're still above, and you're having something that you love so much and appreciate so much. And
almost like you're in the sky or something.
You're just in the sky, you're in the clouds. You're almost in the clouds just having tea. And I mean, travel and culture for me are like two of my biggest passions, and to have those marry each other at that one moment was pretty epic for me.
That sounds epic.
Oh,
wow,
yeah,
I'm feeling the whole energy right
I
now.
remember it as if it was yesterday. It was amazing.
So, Mr. Leo and Gabriel, thank you for joining me for tea today.
Our pleasure.
Relax. We're going to have some iced tea and we're going to just talk and chat it up. Oh my goodness. So listen, let's take a whiff of what we have in store for us.
All right.
'Cause I think it actually smells pretty amazing.
You're right, it does.
Now I'm going to tell you what it is. It is hibiscus and black tea, but it's not just any black tea. It's from Uganda. It's Ugandan black tea. It's a premium Ugandan black tea. So I made iced tea today because Leo here only drinks iced tea.
That's how we roll. Cheers.
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 Now this is not sweetened, so if we need sugar, just let us know.
The company makes it sweet.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is
You
incredible.
like that?
This is really beautiful.
Yeah. Wow. So the hibiscus is what makes it red, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And where are the flowers from?
They're actually Egyptian hibiscus flowers from Egypt.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you have the tartness of the hibiscus, but you also have like the full body of the black tea that they kind of, because they're both kind of strong, they almost kind of meet in the middle.
Yes.
So that it's not too much, in my opinion. So there's not too much tart from the hibiscus, and it's not too much astringency from the black tea.
Uh-huh.
And how do you make the black tea? I mean, the iced tea is it the obvious thing? You just make regular tea and put ice in it, or?
No, I actually steep the tea hot, and then I let the tea sit in the refrigerator overnight or in the freezer if I need it really quick to get cold.
It's incredible.
But then, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was wondering why I like iced tea more than regular tea.
Oh, I don't know why that is. Leo.
Yeah, why don't you
That's
tell
how
us?
I don't know. I don't know. But it's like I don't like warm tea. I just love it cold. I hate coffee. No offense. I like the smell of coffee, but I just don't enjoy it. But tea makes me feel good.
So I met you
Yes,
when I was at DeKalb Market, and that was located in Brooklyn,
correct.
right? And tell us about what you do in Brooklyn and why in the world I would have met you there.
So yeah, I'm a high school teacher, and I used to DeKalb Market was across the street, and it's a school for incarcerated youth. And teaching, like any stressful job, you just need a little break. So DeKalb Market was just an oasis in downtown Brooklyn, and I happened upon your shop, and I just had a wonderful vibe, great face, and just incredible product, obviously. And just so and people ask me, how do you look so good? I'm 44. I mean, it's the tea. It's seriously, I have the skin and libido. I don't know if you get a close up of a man half my age. I'd basically thank you for that.
It's all because of my tea, right? Oh,
It
thank you.
helps. But surround yourself with good people. And actually, then Tiffany came in and did a workshop with a student. I don't know if people are aware of this, but Tiffany's also an author, and she wrote a book called Simple something.
Simply wisdom.
Yes, simply called Simply Wisdom.
Yes.
And she did an amazing tea tasting with the students, and it was just but tea is also a lifestyle. It's not just get a drink, and it's just what it sort of surround yourself with. It just serenity, thoughtfulness, and which are things I lack in, and humility, of course. But I'm trying.
You are too much. But this is tea life, and so that's why we're here. We're having a cup of tea together, and we're conversating. So it definitely is a lifestyle. And you brought Gabriel to the store a few times.
Correct.
And he got iced tea with you, so that's how I met Gabriel.
That's right.
And I actually got to know you a little bit more at your birthday celebration.
Yes.
And which birthday was that?
That was
I don't know.
September 22nd.
I know,
That was
but
birthday
which-
number 43. It was also
Number 43.
also a housewarming.
It was, that's right. I remember the whole night. Now the whole night is coming
It's-
back. So it was a housewarming, and then after that,
Karaoke.
we went to karaoke. And I
Right.
was probably the only person that didn't do karaoke. I think I was the only person that didn't do it.
You were in the corner writing a book.
No, I was just watching.
No,
it.
she was in the
Oh.
corner trying to avoid Alex, who was sitting on her.
He's a great guy. You should go
Oh,
with him.
goodness.
He was just a little drowsy. He's calmed down.
Okay, well,
He's drinking more tea these days, but I ain't mad at the guy.
that was fun. I remember that it was you and a young lady.
Yes.
You
Yes.
guys did the best karaoke set ever.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I believe we did a
Gabriel
rendition
has
of.
quite the voice.
Thank
I
you.
must admit. So
Incredible.
are you like a karaoke? But you're in theater, so maybe the whole theater thing.
Right, yeah, I'm in
Do you do a
theater.
lot of musical theater? Or?
I do. Well, I used to. When I was a kid, I did a lot of musical theater.
Uh-huh.
And now not so much, but I do non-musical theater. And I play piano.
Oh, awesome.
And I sing, so I keep it musical.
I have a background in communications and theater, so
Oh.
I always tell people if it wasn't going to be the tea, it was going to be the theater, because I came to New York so that I could pursue my theatrical aspirations.
Well, you can't spell theater without T.
There you go. I love it.
Booyah!
Wow, I didn't see that one coming.
Or
But
art,
yeah.
right? If you
That's
like switch
right.
the letters around.
So what were some of and when you were in college, what were some of the productions that stood out to you that
Oh.
you really enjoyed doing?
Well, I did one production. So when I was in college, I didn't study theater. I studied anthropology.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But did you do theater?
I did theater
Okay,
because
cool.
I had done theater my whole life, and then when I got to college, there were like, a bunch of amateurs,
This guy's a childhood
And so, like,
star.
I
There you
swept
go.
in and I auditioned for this production of Hair that they were doing,
Nice.
which is one of my favorite musicals ever.
That's what you have in your back as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Goodness.
Actually, no, I think
can
it's
tell
projected.
it's
I think, yeah.
That's an old joke.
No, that would be the musical Acne, which has yet to be written.
Also called back knee.
Yeah. No, that's the sequel. That's the sequel.
Oh my gosh, these guys are hilarious.
So yeah, so I did a production of Hair.
Got
That
it.
was in Vermont, where I went to school,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a cool production. It was a good time.
Did you rip it? You
Oh, yeah.
killed it, didn't you?
And these kids were like, "Who is this guy?" Because I wasn't in the theater department, so
Ah.
it was that much more kind of
Intriguing.
yeah. And also like, talking about this tea culture, it was like being a Zen master, because it was like I just kind of showed up.
You
And
just kind of was there like.
yeah, let's drink tea, you know.
That is so cool. So you
Yeah.
never, in all your college time, never decided to really do it. You just did certain productions when you got ready.
Yeah, I guess so.
Got it,
Yeah.
got it.
I had
And then-
acted
and
so
then
much when I was
after
a kid that I didn't really want to study it in
that,
school.
I totally understand. And so
Yeah.
then afterwards, now you are.
Right. So then I graduated with an anthropology degree and started acting again, because it's hard to act as an anthropologist.
That is
it's
hilarious.
unless you want to stay in the academic realm, which is not something that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. So you do theater full time, or is it something that you do?
I do theater very non full time, but
Very
every
non-full-time.
once in a while I do. Yeah.
Have you been to any of his shows? I know you have.
Of course. I'm first guy.
Yes.
Google him, Gabriel Melman. This guy's got a
Well-
nice little
He's
list.
being modest.
Yeah.
I
He's
think
being
so.
modest.
No. I think Lee is trying to get the government on my tail or something.
Oh,
Did I just go
stop
full
it.
government? And
Yeah.
might I, first of all, this is the recent
Yes.
two different covers, Kicks
There
magazine,
you go.
16th annual. Gabe actually has a photograph in here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
And Lee has 2 articles,
We'll get to that in a minute. Now,
respectively, or one.
yeah, Gabe actually took this picture, and what I love about it is it's of me.
Ah, that's cute. That's a
Yeah, we
nice
did an amazing
picture.
photo shoot when it's a cool article about, and this is actually, you would know him, Mike Spitz, Mr. Throwback. He was actually a decal.
He was?
He was that goofy guy who wore a basketball jersey all the time.
Mm.
Anyway, the point is this.
Yes. Listen.
It's sort of like a journey of discovery, which is I imagine
Yes.
what your
Tea
career
was
is. Yeah, I mean it's not like you woke up and you said, hey, I'm going to get to this point. You sort of
Right,
evolve, and
right.
that's the whole thing with this jersey and my writing is I was fascinated by this one player, and it's kind of a random cat, and I wrote an article about it, and then a friend suggested we actually call up Anthony Bonner, and we arranged it, and Gabe was there, and it was just a beautiful meeting, and Gabe documented it, and now it's in the magazine. So
I think you're
Check
just
it
you're just so fly, Leo. Like you're a high school teacher. I didn't even know it was incarcerated youth. I had no idea. And you're excellent with them, and you have a passion for young people and making sure that they excel in life. And you don't see that a lot with people who are teachers.
Mm.
And then you're this writer. You write about sneakers. I mean, goodness, like I just think that's great.
Go on,
tell
please.
me, I know.
Anything else?
So tell me how, writing about sneakers. How does that?
Well, that's, I mean, well,
Sell
first of all,
for
thank you
us.
for that beautiful testimony, and Corey, if you can cut and paste that and send it to my mom. Although she wouldn't know how to open it. Every email she writes to me is like caps. It's
You're like, why are you yelling, Mom?
Right? Everything's caps. Or when she's on the phone, she's like, hello, I'm in the car. Anyway, let me get back to your question.
Yes.